I don't know. So it depends how old you are. It depends how old you are. So for people of a certain age, when in Channel 4 in England used to show this show called Football Italia, amazing show every single Sunday. Italiano. And I always used to think for such a long time that they said goal Lazio. But then when I grew old and everything, it was actually goal Lazio. But I thought it was always goal Lazio. They do have some racist fans though, so that's they've never been a CL really. You know, when you think of the CL teams from Italy, you think AC Milan. You know, you think Juventus. You think Inter Milan. And then to a slightly less extent, you then say Roma. Lazio have never really been in that era. They've always been, okay, UEFA Cup kind of thing, you know. But I think, you know, shout out to your boy Simone Inzaghi. And Simone Inzaghi is an interesting one. Homeboy is an interesting one because I think playing career was not that illustrious. People always knew his big brother a lot better, and Filippo was the guy that really made Inzaghi name famous. But I think as of right now, Filippo's managerial career, but Simone Inzaghi, I think he's really made a name for himself as a manager because he's done some really good work for Lazio. He's actually made Lazio a team that people now look up and actually take seriously, more so than the fans really sort of try to embed them. Now, top 4 pieces of the Serie. So this is Immobile. So Immobile is let's talk about Immobile right now. I think it began at Torino. If memory serves me right, was it Belotti? Amazing things. So he was started at, this is the next big amazing Italian striker to follow in the footsteps of Baggio, Vieri, and so forth. Not Iapia Quinta, but those, Baggio, Baggio, Vieri, and so forth. Got to Dortmund, started okay, dipped. And then he said, you know what, this didn't work out for me. Went back to Italy, and then the guy just went crazy with the amount of G's that he scored, and his G's almost led Lazio to the title and actually put them in a title contention. But you know what? They didn't really have the team to move forward. So I think Immobile has rediscovered himself, refound himself, and he's maybe a player that you should be looking at for come the Euros, the summer dream. So they're going to look for him, and I think for Immobile, he has to come up because they're going up against a behemoth. And I think every man, woman, and child is saying last 16 max. And I think Lazio, for that game that they're facing, are overwhelming underdogs because they're facing a team that everybody's frightened of. Okay, it's a team that if you allow that dragon to really unleash itself, they mesmerize, colonize, and liberate everything in their manner. But for Lazio, you've got to believe. You've got to believe. Running theme. And so this is a running theme. Nobody's going to put Lazio as one of the favorites. Nobody's going to put Lazio to even get past the last 16. But it's 11-11. It's 11v11. You know, you got your boy Correa in there. He got 2 Gs, 2 assists in the group stage. And I think the highly touted Milinkovic-Savic is also there as well. You know, so there are interesting players there. It's a good, solid, compact team. It's a very Italian team. Very Italian team. I think Simone Inzaghi has infused them with a lot of tactics. So for a Lazio, I think this is the perfect opportunity for them to say, okay, you there, Inter, AC Milan, why can't we be in there? Why can't we put a name in there? I think if these guys get past that last 16, it would be one of the biggest shocks that we've seen. Based on what we know what that team did to guys, based on how those guys perspirated those guys and osmosis to those guys, if they get past the last 16 and we're pulling up the thing and we see Lazio in the final 8, boom. Because that is the biggest of all scalps. That would be the biggest of all scalps. For Lazio, man, this is your chance to be like, you know what? Let's live. Let's live. I said, what's guys? Seal. Guys, we're building up. Guys, this is it. This is, you know, what's it called? In the famous words of that guy, Michael Joseph Jackson. This is it. And the fires on the wall I feel grand. So, we just have to see what they have to do. But I think, you know, Lazio, they have to. The key for Lazio is Simone Inzaghi. Because when you're dealing with a team like this, see, let's say we look at like a Bayern or a Juventus or a PSG. Your superstars have got to live. Your superstars have got to say what's up, and if your superstars have got to say, you know what, let's see who you are. Let's see who you are. But for Lazio, they don't have that. Immobile is a striker finisher, but he's not the guy. He's not that guy. He's a guy, but he's not that guy. So because you don't have that guy, you could look at Simone Inzaghi. So you know what, Simone Inzaghi, what up? What up? Lead us to the promised land. So for Simone Inzaghi, his tactics is going to be key. His tactics is going to be key. His strategy. It's going to be very important. So, but guys, I'm hype because we're building up. Guys, I told you, I need that energy up. Man. So for Lazio, man, boom. Immobile, if you do the deed and you get those G's, this is where people have to say, because it's one thing to G up in the Serie. If you G up in the CL and you G up in the knockouts round, and if your G's knock those guys out, I might personally, just for a week, make you a chief. Just for 1 week, I might just make you a chief. Oh, let's live.